Hey all, Ben here from the First Watch. I'm rather excited about today's review as I'll be talking about my daily wear, the legendary SKX007. Often the first automatic watch for many, it's known for its solid reliability and humble price point. It's easily one of Seiko's best-selling dive watches. The watch has a case diameter of 42.5 millimeters and a thickness of 13.25. Making this watch slightly larger than a Seamaster or Sub. Now the movement is a Seiko 7S26 21 joule movement, ticking at 6 beats per second and keeping a 43-hour power reserve. This movement is a tank, and known for its robustness throughout the watch community. One common complaint amongst users, however, is the lack of hacking and also the lack of a manual wind on this particular movement. For one, the lack of a hacking feature makes it difficult to sync the watch with a reference clock, and the lack of a manual wind also forces the user to have to oscillate the watch manually in his hands to charge it. All things being equal, this movement is known to keep accurate time for many years with little to no service. The dial on this watch is purely functional, with a triangle to 12 o'clock position and discs for hour markers. The lower part of the dial reads Divers 200 meters in orange, which gives the black dial a nice subtle splash of color. The watch also features an incredibly useful English or Spanish day-day complication at the 3 o'clock position. Now the Hardlex crystal on the face is surrounded by a unidirectional bezel in black, with the minute markers delineated all the way from 0 to 60, or 1 hour, with a luminous pip at the 1 hour position. Now the fundamental difference between the 007 and the 009 is the color of the bezel, 007 being black and the 009 being blue, with the first 20 minutes of the bezel highlighted in red. Now my watch is a SKX007 KC. It was built in Malaysia and the box includes a rubber dive strap and English and Japanese instructions. Now there are differences in these designations as to where the watches were made in what factories, but I won't speak to that in this video as the standards between those factories are the exact same and there's a lot of oversight by Seiko at these particular locations. One thing that's also worth mentioning is that this watch conforms to the International Organization for Standardization, or ISO, 6425 requirements. These are very stringent requirements that ISO sets forth for manufacturers to be able to call a watch a dive watch, and the SKX007 meets or exceeds these requirements. Another feature on this watch is the lume. Not only is it incredibly bright, but also holds a charge for many hours and is clearly visible at night. Now a subtle but pleasing feature is on the screw-on case back. It depicts a lovely image of the famous Kanagawa wave by Japanese artist Hokusai. Now this watch is my first automatic watch and it'd probably be the watch I recommend to anyone looking to get their first automatic piece. I can see myself keeping this watch for many years to come. From personal experience, I can tell you that this watch has been very reliable and gets more wrist time than any of my other pieces. Now a functional but aesthetically pleasing feature is the screw-on crown at the 4 o'clock position. It gives the watch a unique look and also separates it from the rank and file of the 3 o'clock crown position. To date, I haven't met anyone that has any major complaints about the SKX007. The 007 is probably a staple in many people's collections, and it also looks great on a Nato. At around $200 or so, this watch is a great purchase for anyone looking to get their first automatic tool watch or dive watch. This watch is truly a lovely example of Seiko design. It's simple, it's humble, and it's built to survive a nuclear war. The watch is perfect for the fisherman, diver, kayaker, and water sports person in your life, and is also a staple in anyone's collection. I always give this particular timepiece a strong recommendation, and if you found this video while researching your new SKX007, congratulations on your purchase. You won't regret it. Tell me what you think down in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.